We all have our lowest moments or the hardest moments in our life. It can be when we broke up with our partner, or it can be when we really had a bad time or incident with our family or family members, or it can be the time when we failed in our job or in our exams. Those lowest moments or the hardest moments can be a good reminder to us of how far we have come in life. But when we stick too much or when we think about those lowest moments too much, I think or I feel that it really have a negative impact on us because always or most of the time when we think of this one or those bad moments, we think maybe I should have done that or maybe I should have avoided that and the outcome would have been different. So it's always that constant regret that is happening in our head. So I consider myself as a really positive person and I always try to avoid myself thinking of the worst or the lowest moments in our life. However, today I want to share with you my lowest moments. I mean, my happiest moments, but in that happiest moment, it has the lowest moment in my life. My happiest moments comes with the price of my lowest moments. So yeah, my happiest moments or one of my happiest moments in my life was like it happened last year. I think it was in June. It was a gloomy day. I was sitting in the piggery cooking pig food. There was no current, so my phone battery was really, really low. I think it was at 3%. I was not using my phone, but all of a sudden I just decided to check my WhatsApp. Then, when I went to WhatsApp, I saw my teacher's status. I viewed my teacher's status, and there I saw my name. I made it to top 10 in a university with English as my major. So at first, I couldn't believe what I just saw. I had to double check it, I had to read everything, and then, yeah, I finally confirmed that I made it to top 10, which was out of my expectation, which was something which I never expected. So I was really happy and I couldn't control my emotion. So I ran up to tell my brother and my sister in law. I When I saw my brother, the first thing that I did was I went and hit him on his back. And then I jumped up and I told him I am a topper. Then there, my brother and sister-in-law congratulated me. But that happy moment, the happiest moment of my life, was short-lived, or it was just for a short moment, because that moment reminded me of my lowest moment, one of the lowest moments in my life. It was back when I was still in the college studying. I was in the second semester. Then I know I was in fifth semester when I got my fourth semester result. When I got my fourth semester result, I was really devastated because the fourth semester result paper was one of my favorite papers in all of the 6 semesters. It was the linguistic, and I thought I was going to score around 80 or maybe even 80 plus. However, when I got my result, I scored only 56, which was low, much lower than I thought, or which was much lower than I expected. So it was really devastating. And I could remember my teachers consoling me, and all the teachers said you can do better or you can still bounce back because there are 6 more papers. But deep down, I know that it's something impossible because 1 or 2 marks matters a lot when it comes to ranking. And I scored only 56 when others are scoring 60, 70, and 80s. I thought maybe that was the end of my journey of my dream because I've always dreamed of becoming a topper at least once in my life. I thought that was the end of my dream. And when I went back that day, my brother who was with me that time, he consoled me and he said, "It's okay, you can do. If it's God's will, if it's His willing, then you can do. Don't give up." I even shared my result on my WhatsApp status, and I received a message from my older cousin. He said, university results sometimes it can be really devastating. It can really hurt us because sometimes it comes much lower than the expectation that we have. For a few days, I was not able to come up, or I was not able to break free from that devastation, and I was always thinking about what just happened or what happened. I thought maybe that was the end. Maybe I will never make it. Even I myself, I already doubt myself in my abilities, or maybe I can never make it. However, before the fifth semester exam and sixth semester exam, I told myself, forget about what happened in the fourth. Just focus or do what you are supposed to do in fifth and sixth. Just forget what happened. And yeah, so I told myself, each time I reminded myself, even though if you don't make it to top 10, it's okay. Just do what you're supposed to do in fifth and sixth. So yeah, I think I just pretty did average, or I would say maybe a little bit more than average in fifth and sixth. And that is why the result came out. When the result came out, I was really happy, and I said that is one of the happiest moments because it was out of my expectations. And to bounce back from scoring 50 to making to top 10, it was like something impossible. Something impossible. It was like I have achieved something impossible. Every time when I was about to sleep, or every time I pray, I always pray to God, whatever it may be, let a result goes to the one who deserves. It doesn't matter whether I get it or not, but let it go to the person who deserves. I don't pray, God, let me please make it to top 10. I never, as long as I can remember, I never prayed, not even once. I never asked God, please let me make it to top 10. I never asked God that. I just prayed, whoever deserves. If there are more people who deserves more than me, then let them get it. I don't mind because they deserve. And yeah, God heard my prayer. I made it to top 9, and that was the happiest moment, or one of the happiest moments in my life. So that's it. I wonder if there. I wonder if anyone is watching till here or not. But yeah, you may find something a little different on my voice today because lately I've been struggling with this dust. Works are going on still on the top floor, and every day the dust falls up my throat, and everything is distracted. That's it. Bye bye.